Well, it's now time to talk about the Cook Art on Joy Prime. Cooking is fun, cooking is science, cooking is exciting. And we also what Hilda Bassi did earlier this week, cooking for 100 hours. That was exciting. It got everybody watching, everybody talking, hoping that she can break that record, which is for some 87 hours. And the Guinness World Record says they're studying it. But today we're talking about cooking, and I love cooking. I've been joined by Emmeline, and Benedicta. Emmeline is with Onga. Yes, they are the sponsors of the Cook Art, and they're doing this in partnership with the Ghana Education Service, and Benedicta is from the GES. Thank you, ladies, for joining me this morning. So for somebody who doesn't know about the Cook Art or hasn't heard of it before, let me start with you, Benedicta. What is the concept? Why is the GES even interested in this at all?
Yeah, we are very much interested in this because it's one of our mandates to make sure that our students get skills, employable skills, so that if they are unable to continue their education, at least they have something to do. Everybody eats, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when Onga says we want to help you teach your children to cook, acquire better skills in the cooking act, why not? We say, wow.
Okay. So from the Onga perspective, why is this important for you?
Like she mentioned, giving the kids employable skills in the near future. In case you finish and you're not sure where to, your career, which way to go, at least the basic skills of cooking for every homemaker, for a restaurant owner in the future. So on gas, like you mentioned, Guinness record, broke a record with multimedia some time ago.
Yeah, you have the longest table.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're still there? It's still
No,
there.
somebody-
Oh, no, we have to do it again.
We have to.
When I saw that with the Bassi thing, I
Yeah.
said, I remember Onga did the
Yes.
longest table. We did it
Yes.
at the Independence Square.
Yes, we did it.
Yeah.
And multimedia, the platform was wow. They helped
Yeah.
publicize the whole thing, but it looks
Yeah.
like we have to do it
have
again.
to do it again.
And making more noise about it. So, Onga, we do it. It's an international brand, but locally, under the team that we're fostering the Eat Ghana campaign, GES, the bedrock of education. That's the excellent way to nurture our future homemakers, chefs, hotel owners, what have you.
Yeah.
So that was a perfect platform. So for us, we believe we've turned a lot of houses into homes because we are coming home to tasty, healthy meals. Onga makes it nutritious and tasty.
And I like the fact that you've brought the local content bit into it. And so I see on that tape, this is a local dish. So that's just a photo of students from a certain senior high school. I'm sorry, I cannot readily recall the uniform. But it looks like it's a local dish. I can see something there. I can see some calabash, and it excites me. So tell us, Benedicta, how do the students participate in this? I'm just wondering. I know it's not restricted to home economics students who may offer. It is restricted to them. Okay, all right.
And nutrition students
Okay.
of home economics.
Okay, all right.
Actually, in doing the selection, what we do is that we look at their WASI results, schools that are very much enthusiastic with their home economics, schools that we realize that they actually want to be part of it. In most of the schools, and what they say is the DAF students who study
Unfortunately, I don't
home
know why we
economics.
think like that.
And yes, rightly so. That's what they think because we have not told them. We've not been telling them our stories. We've not been letting them know what goes into food and nutrition. So with this new Onga, GGS Onga Cook Art, parents are getting to know that, wow, so my student, my ward, my child can go better, can do better, can become a nutritionist,
Right.
a dietitian,
Right.
a nurse, a midwife, a top chef. That's good enough. So we go out there, we look for the best schools, we choose them, and then the contest begins. We usually do the contest in all 16 regions in Ghana. And this year, we've been privileged to have as many as 90 schools. Yes, and out of them, we have the top 4 at the moment.
Wow, that must be an experience to whittle it down to 4 from 90. I know my school in Fantaman won it sometime last year. Kudos to the girls, but this year we got kicked out, sadly. But we'll come back again stronger next year. But so tell us what to expect. Final 4. what are we expecting? When is the finale happening? And how do we even be a part of it?
Okay, so the finals it's tomorrow at Labone Secondary School, 1 p.m. prompt. We want to invite as many as can join us. There will be Ongalicious food for as many as come there. And then you get to know, I mean, just yam, like we were talking about, you are seeing a meal. It looks like Gary, but it doesn't look like Gary, does it? Yes, that's how presenting our food, our local food, it's a good platform to promote tourism in a way. So for us, for Onga and GES, we are trying to change the narrative that cooking is not just for girls. Unfortunately, the boys' school got kicked out. It's not only for boys, it's not only for students with lower IQ, quote-unquote, daft students. But everything we do, there's a science behind it. So we are taking cooking to another level. We are nurturing the young ones. We say cooking, we know it's the way towards the heart of many people.
Yes.
It's not just the women doing it to get into the heart of the men. But then the learnings around it, like if you come, you realize the questions they will be asked, the theoretical aspect.
Right.
That's to do with chemistry, geography. I mean, it's encompasses everyday life.
All right.
So we are not just queuing them towards just that. We just want to change the narrative. We want to not just the cooking competitions that we all. But tomorrow, I mean, for finals, the 4, you're going to choose the best out of the 4.
Which schools are these?
Apam Secondary School.
Okay.
We have Seshi, Bekwai SHS, Notre Dame SHS.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
All the way from the north.
Yes.
Yes. And I think the last school is Yasantwa Girls.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you have a PAM from the central region, Yasantwa from Ashanti, Notre Dame.
From Sunyani.
And then another school from
Seshi.
Seshi.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. So you can tell, I mean,
you've been all over the place.
Administrative regions of Ghana.
Thank you so much for doing this. And I just believe that this will raise the next generation of conscious caterers, conscious nutritionists, conscious chefs, because, you know, yesterday we commemorated World Hypertension Day, and we were told it's important what you eat, how you eat it, how you even prepare it. And so thank you so much, GES and Onga, for doing this for us. But your final words to the contestants. Please, Onga, are you giving any freebies tomorrow?
Oh, my. You know, wherever Onga is, freebies abound.
Okay.
So I think for the 4, I think I was looking at 4 key areas. For Onga, we say we're a community brand and we want to give back. The reason why we are partnering with GES, we want to give society healthy, tasty meals. We want the future homemakers to be empowered. We want the media to partner us, make a lot more noise about eating healthy meals, about eating our own meals. It's healthy and much, much better.
Right.
And then want for GES?
Well, for GES, what we want is, we want our students to acquire skills. We just don't want them to go out to the kitchen there to waste resources. You know, sometimes there was a task. They were supposed to use reheated food or leftover foods to prepare new dishes. Oh. So we want them to be economical.
That's a nice challenge.
Yes. We want them to learn to be very economical. And we want them to get all the skills out there. And we want them to go out as homemakers and not just wives and mothers.
Right.
Yes, we want the best school who carry out the day. And then the wonderful 20,000 cedis goes to the best school, yes. With so many goodies from Onga. Yes. We wish them the best. And we know the best to come out the best. All
right, okay, so if you're an old student of a Palm Senior High School, Notre Dame in Sunyani, not the one in Tamale, okay, Notre Dame Girls in Sunyani, Seshi, Bekwai, SHS, and Yasantwa Girls. Please, if you are an old student of any of these schools, you want to come and rally behind your girls. This will be happening at Labone Senior High School in Labone at 1 p.m. tomorrow. So please join us as we cheer them on. And also, who knows, you'll be learning a few tips, because there will be tidbits. The judges will be sharing some wonderful ideas. You will learn a lot, and obviously Onga will be there to serve you and give you something to take home. Onga, Mama's Helping Hand. So I'll be speaking to Benedicta Enyonam Yevu. She's Director Cultural Education Unit, GES, and Emmeline, right? I got it. It's the first time I'm hearing that name. No wonder my tongue was twisting around it. But thank you so much for joining us. She's from Macedon, Onga, and they are the sponsors of the Cook Art on Joy Prime.